By now, you folks on the channel should know that between retirement sum top-up RSTU to your special account and voluntary contributions to your Medisave account for topping up your CPF, which one will I choose, right? Because I have been a strong advocate of doing your voluntary contribution to the Medisave account first. The similarity is that both the special account and the Medisave account will yield around 4% of interest every year, and also the fact that they will share the combined tax relief limit of $8,000 every year. But you know, the main difference between the special account and the Medisave account is that the special account, although you can use it for investments, there isn't a lot of good and attractive products that you can use for your SAs to invest, because most likely these products are really like very conservative, very safe, and hence low risk, low returns, okay? And most likely they won't really break the 4% per annum interest given by the special account. So there's really no point in investing your special account. Better leave it in 4% compounded interest instead. And also the fact that Medisave account is really useful because you could use it to pay for your insurance premiums, being the integrated shield plan, also like the Care Shield Life and the MediShield Life premiums. All these can be deducted from your Medisave account. And that is why if you are a person who really want to use your CPF, the Medisave account will do so much more use compared to the special account, and that is why I always advocate to voluntarily contribute to your Medisave account first. But of course, there's a bigger reason behind whether you should do RSTU or VCMA first, and I'll discuss that later, because right now I do want to bring across a point that I saw on the 1man65 Telegram group. Someone actually proposed that one should do the retirement sum top up to the special account first, and I'll talk about his reasoning behind this. The main idea is that this person wants to build the special account to the full retirement sum first. Now, we all know that the full retirement sum is $192,000 in year 2022, and the purpose for this person to RSTU is that he can get the tax relief of $8,000 every year, and he can keep doing it until his special account has reached the said full retirement sum for that year. So as you all know, once your special account has reached the full retirement sum, your contributions, be it like your mandatory contributions from your own employer or employee contributions, or even your voluntary contributions to the three accounts, will continue to build up the special account above the full retirement sum. And that's the purpose of this guy, right? Because he wants to build the special account way above the full retirement sum, and all these mandatory contributions or voluntary contributions to three accounts will help to build it further. And maybe the end goal is that he wants the special account to eventually reach the enhanced retirement sum much earlier than the rest of the people. Then the other important thing is that although he is building up his special account, now his Medisave account is still not up to the basic healthcare sum, right? We all know the basic healthcare sum for this year is $66,000 in the Medisave account. That means that you can continue to voluntarily contribute to your Medisave account at $8,000 per year after you have hit the full retirement sum, because your VCMA is also eligible for tax relief. So that is what this person think, right? First, he hit the full retirement sum in the SA, then next he will aim for the BHS in the Medisave account so that he can continue to earn the tax relief. And since this guy is employing this strategy, most likely he won't do any kind of ordinary account to special account transfer, because that is irreversible and also eat up to his special account limit that he can do tax relief via the RSTU. And also because the Medisave account has not reached the BHS yet, there will be no overflow of the Medisave funds to the special account funds, because he really see SA as the holy grail, right? He doesn't care about MA because he doesn't want the MA interest to spill over or the contributions to spill over to the SA, thus eating up the SA limit for RSTU. And you know, he does have a point, you know, because once your MA has reached the BHS, it will overflow to the SA, right? And then once your SA has reached the FRS, then your contributions will flow to the OA, thereby earning you 2.5% interest instead of the usual 4% in the SA or the MA. I want to ask you one simple question. Do you believe in Tesla? Because you have missed a free Apple share, free Microsoft share, and even free Google share in the previous Weibo campaigns. But do you know that Weibo has upped their game again? And this time round, they are giving you $130 worth of Tesla shares. You heard that right? It's $130 worth of TSLA shares. That is the record high. What you need to do is to deposit at least 2,000 Singapore dollars and make one buy order of US stock or ETF. Also, this time round, you have to complete an options trade, so you can buy a put or a call option for the short term, and at the same time maintaining your balance of 2,000 SGD by not making any withdrawal orders for 30 days. And you must be wondering why $130, right? Maybe it's related to the Tesla stock split recently from one stock into 3 stocks. So hurry up and sign up for a Weibo account using my referral link down below. So that is the thinking behind this guy's idea. I won't say it's wrong, but I felt that there are more things that he have not considered in the long term. And here is my take on it. I think we all have to remember the fact that your retirement sum top-up funds to your special account and its associated interest all are reserve funds, which means that all these reserve funds cannot be used for investments, and hence they will all go into the retirement account when you have hit age 55. And you know what that means? That means that before you reach 55 and you want to do CPF shielding for your special account to protect the funds, right, from being moved to the retirement account, then you realize that you cannot shield these funds because you cannot even invest them. They are reserved for the retirement account, and all these RSTU that you have built up over the years and their interests cannot be shielded. And you know, because it cannot be shielded, all these funds will eventually go into your retirement account. And you know what that means? It means that eventually your retirement account is made up mainly of SA funds and your OA is untouched, right? Because the funds have not been taken out of your OA to build your RA. Everything is taken from the special account. And now at age 55, you realize that you have very low special account balances. You have your max RA balance, whichever you have. Then you have a very huge OA balance, you know, at 2.5%. Now, isn't that kind of defeat the purpose? Because the purpose of shielding, if you can do it, is that you want to keep a high interest SA account for your withdrawal when you have hit the full retirement sum. Anything above the full retirement sum can be withdrawn. But now, instead of withdrawing from your very fat SA account, if you had done shielding, you're going to withdraw from a 2.5% interest OA account. And that is quite sad, you know, because you thought that when you were younger, you built up so much SA, and then you realize that you cannot even shield it. And because you cannot shield it, now all the funds are going to your retirement account. And your ordinary account is just very fat there at 2.5%. And then you see people who have done the other way, using their fat 4% SA account as their ATM. That is the main difference, right? So in the end, the shortfall is even more if we compare the interest difference between the OA and the SA. And you realize that this may not be the strategy that you want to adapt when you are younger. So once again, I need to sell the idea of why you need to voluntarily contribute to your Medisave account first instead of doing RSTU top-ups, right? Firstly, your VCMA voluntary contribution to Medisave account to the basic healthcare sum at this year is 66,000. It's much easier to hit, right? I mean, 66,000 versus 192,000, that is a stark difference. I mean, in life, you always want to be motivated, and in order for you to be motivated, you need to hit certain milestones. And I think BHS is one of the most important milestones, because once you have reached the BHS, you realize that your contributions to the Medisave now will flow to the SA, right? 8% Medisave contributions will now flow to the SA, earning you 8% from the MA, 6% from the SA. Your supercharged SA will be at 14% every month. So once you have hit this very significant BHS milestone, you'll be very motivated, because with the supercharged SA, you realize that your FRS can fill up even faster. Okay, 14% every month, really no joke. Okay, and that is one of my secret of reaching the FRS in SA really early, because of the supercharged SA. And that is not the end, you know, because if you're like me who have done OA to SA transfer to build up to the full retirement sum, and all these funds are not reserved, by the way, then you realize that once your SA has reached the FRS, your OA now becomes supercharged, because all your contributions from your MA will now flow into the OA after your SA has reached the FRS. So you do remember, right, your Medisave is contributed at 8%, coupled with your ordinary account contributions at 23%, your supercharged OA will be 23 plus 8 at 31% of your income. If you don't understand the impact of supercharged OA, let me give you an example. You know the max CPF contribution is at salary $6,000 per month, right? If you use 31% multiplied by 6,000, do you know how much is that? That is like 1,800 over dollars. And 1,800 over dollars, you can use it to invest via Empower's or Money Hour through their CPF investments, or you can use it to pay your property mortgage. You know, 1,800 per person is actually quite a lot. If you and your wife, your spouse, your partner or anything can contribute 1,800 each, then you can buy a very nice property and even own it, because you have secured your CPF retirement funds. And this supercharged OA contribution at 1.8k each person is going to help you very much in paying down all this property, all this investment kind of thing, and will help you build your wealth faster. But don't forget that the main idea is because when you have started with VCMA, you realize that your reserve funds are actually very little, because you actually did not do much RSTU. all of it is really contributed from the overflow of the Medisave account to the special account, as well as the OA to SA transfer. All these are not reserve funds. That means that you can invest, and in the end you can use it to do CPF shielding strategy. So yes, that is my thoughts behind it. I really don't think there's a right or wrong approach. I'm just sharing what I think of this strategy and why I may prefer my own strategy of doing VCMA versus RSTU. You can of course have your own strategy, right? CPF is indeed a very personal thing, no right or wrong, and some people even hate or don't believe the CPF anyway. But if you want to learn of some of the magic numbers that you could use as a benchmark, then I can refer you to watch this video I did, because I found the magic number for CPF balances that can be applicable to everyone, even if they don't believe in the CPF.